Let me pose a question. What is swag? Seriously, think about it. You probably think swag is just baggy clothes, snapbacks, and shutter shades, right? Nuh-uh. Swag, real swag, is legacy. It's generational. It's what lingers in a room after you leave, like a fart. An aura? That's swag's final evolution. A godlike presence felt, but understood by no one. No one but yourself. Buckle up, viewer, cause I'm charflame, and swag used to be the name of the game. And I'm talking about real swag, okay? Not the acronym, the secretly we are, you know, okay? That's not that acronym. We're talking about real swag. So let's rewind a lot further than you think. Swag comes from the 1520s Scandinavian word svaga, meaning to sway or lurch. By the 1700s, British criminals called whatever loot they plundered swag, which was fitting, since swag eventually meant yearning for something that only the best of the best could acquire. Fast forward to early hip-hop, rappers made swag synonymous with style, charisma, and undeniable presence.
When people first started saying turn my swag on, I was probably like 12, and it wasn't like they were switching on a style. It's like they was activating dominance. You didn't simply have swag, Sia. You own that shit. What?
All of a sudden, people started to get really flashy with it. Think to the late 2000s. Soulja Boy's Turn My Swag On, people jerk dancing, and a pair of shutter shades. Swag was in full bloom. Loud, unapologetic, troll faces and derp from every direction. It was radical, playful, and proudly obnoxious. Soulja Boy and Lil B were both responsible for being the founding fathers of swag. Soulja Boy had the moves, the viral hits, and an energy so infectious that it practically rewrote the rules of hip-hop overnight. Lil B, the bass god himself, made swag into an entire philosophy, something spiritual almost. And there's so much I want to say about Lil B, but there wouldn't be enough words in the English language to describe how cool he is. But speaking of having swag, remember Flava Flav's big ass clock chain? That was almost peak swag right there, because Justin Bieber and Jaden Smith defined swag just with this one image. And also JB made the Swag album, which is pretty good. You guys should check it out. But then you had Chief Keef. Not only did he have style swag, but literal swag as well. He's got fucking Xboxes and PlayStations in every room in his house. This dude has it all. The shutter shades, the drip, and the Xbox meant for playing Destiny while you take a shit.
You couldn't go anywhere without tripping over snapbacks and neon frames. I basically invented swag. I even said that I did on that one song with Kanye.
I invented swag.
Every hallway was a stage. Every person a performer. Swag was maximal charisma. Subtlety had not been invented yet, which is big of me to say because I was an actual gangster cheer.
Then, swag evolved. Tumblr hit around 2010, and suddenly swag became art. Tyler the Creator made being cringe cool. A$AP Rocky brought Margiela to the masses. Kanye West made pink polos and Louis backpacks into symbols of swag that was way too much for our mortal plane. These fuckers didn't even have to do anything at all.
Swag was no longer screaming. It was whispering. The goal has shifted from be loud to be seen. You aren't just wearing clothes. You were carefully curating your identity. I know cause I live that shit. Odd future golf wang sucking a dude's wang. I'm gay. If you guys didn't know, I like boys. But swag grew up. It got sophisticated. It learned subtlety. Well, sort of.
Enter TikTok. The loudness disappeared altogether and was replaced by a quiet confidence. Aura. Aura isn't flashy. It doesn't yell for your attention. It gently demands it. Think funk, velocity edits, LeBron, some guy's random ass dog, songs you can't name. Aura has so much to run with. Which begs the question, is Aura worse than swag because of how oversaturated it is? It seems like anyone at this point can have aura if you know how to navigate a CapCut template. But let me know what you think below. Swag was so uplifting. It was my original aura, man. It was motivation that surged through every outlet that I'd stumble upon. And it even drove me to drop my 2013 classic, A Very Swagalicious album. Which was not an album, but an EP of me covering the Beatles.
Baby, you can swag my cup, and maybe I love you.
Aura can be defined as swag in its most refined state. It doesn't just walk into the room. It saturates the atmosphere like John Lennon farting during a classic Beatles goon sesh. Aura is magnetic silence. It's unavoidable and undeniably felt. Winston Churchill reference. Ringo would fucking hate that.
Alright, now back to the swag, but with a twist. Swag never died. It simply shed its skin. Remember Domo? The plushy brown monster dangling from everybody's Jansport? Well, now it's Labubu. Different creature, same idea. Pumpkin spice lattes? They used to define fall swag. Now it's matcha and performative male manipulators. You remember Flava Flav's The Flavor of Love? Guess what? It's Love Island now. I could keep going, but I'll stop here for now because the silhouettes changed, but the instinct didn't.
See, swag was just the beginning. People out here still chasing swag, still chasing trends. That's mental slavery. Swag used to be the chains that kept people trapped, seeking validation, seeking likes, seeking acceptance. Now it's aura, and aura, that's freedom. Aura is a God-given confidence.
Now it's time for the art of swag. Being so fucking cool all the time sucks. It's exhausting, especially for the faint of heart who can't handle it. Swag isn't something that you should overthink, yet everybody does. If you're feeling overwhelmed by all of this, then don't worry, because it's time to analyze the 5 cornerstones of swag, which shares a lot of similarities with aura.
So guess what?
What? I don't know.
You have to believe that you're superior, because let's face it, you probably are. If you don't walk around like you're a deity among mere hedonistic mortals, then why even bother wasting my oxygen? Be gone with you pussy-ass viewer of mine. But if you're not a weasel, then congrats, brother, because you can stand on business. There's nothing worse than posers, bro. Fake swag is 100 times worse than no swag. You can never force it. Your swag should penetrate the nostrils of anybody you're with. Any room you walk in, I'm talking 9th grade PE class Axe body spray types of overpowering. You just gotta keep it real and swag will reward ya. If you're having any trouble with keeping it real, then just take some notes from this aura bomb of a video of The Weeknd reacting to One Guy, One Jar.
Oh, fuck! I want to see this.
Stop copying me! Dude.
This rule is one of the hardest for people to follow, as TikTok and social media made it all too easy for us to take notes on what works and what doesn't. So it's pretty easy to copy, even subconsciously. A great example of this is the whole opium aesthetic. A lot of people try to replicate Cardi's aura and get lambasted with comments like, bro, think he Cardi. So it's super important to stand out from others in whatever way you think is best. Here's a paradox for you. You have to care. Care deeply, care about everything. Be the most caring person in any circle you get thrown into, but never, ever show it. Putting the least amount of effort into something is key. Present yourself to everyone as aloof, mysterious, and unreachable, because that's what being cool and nonchalant is all about.
Sweat talk, this, that, sweat talk, sweat talk, this, that, sweat talk.
You have to be very selective to who you're consistent with. Let that swag breathe when you're amongst the elites, the chosen ones, the people whose boners you could do coke off. You need to be swag baiting / aura farming 24/7 around these guys, because let's face it, swag is a finite resource. Reserve it for those who are worthy. Swag was a great word and still gives me nostalgia every time I hear somebody bring it up, but it's changed into aura now and it's time to accept that. If you truly want to aura farm or be the best person in any room, just be nice. Don't be a dickhead. Ask someone how their day is going or hold the door open for someone. It's so much more easier to be kind than rude. You use way more muscles on your face when you frown, but when you smile, you use less. Well, just made you smile. I guess my work here today is done.